This video is for non-native English speakers doing their first interviews in English. I'll give you some tips that'll help. There are a few things I'd like you to do before your interview. Just before your interview, I'd like you to read something out loud. I find my students who read something out loud are very clear, and it seems to open up their English mind. So this is probably one of the best things you can do. Also, I want you to close your eyes and see yourself in the interview. I want you to see yourself looking directly at the camera, or if it's in person, looking directly at the people. You can look at their foreheads if you find the eyes a little threatening. Anyway, and then see yourself answering those questions. Tell me about yourself. So if you're a software developer, well, as you can see, I'm a software developer. It's all in my CV. But that doesn't really tell you the whole story, does it? I'm a software developer because I love to create new things. I love to solve problems. I like to go to work and do puzzles all day. It gives me the freedom to do what I love to do and get paid pretty well for it. Software development uses my whole mind. Okay. So let's say you're a project manager. I'm very passionate about being a project manager. I love to work in Agile. I love to work with a team. I like the horizontal structure. I like to work in 2-week increments. I like to get projects out the door quickly into practical testing. I feel like I'm a creator with the rest of the team. I think Agile is just amazing. Let's say you're a finance person. I am really passionate about looking at financial information and trying to find the real story, trying to find the heart of the success, or the problem the company's having, or why the candidate should be given the loan, or whatever. Building a pro forma statement, normalizing income. It's always a puzzle, it's always a mystery. Anyway, the message is, this is who you are. This is what's unique about you. This is what you love about what you're doing. So maybe they're going to say, well, why do you want to work with our company? That's a good question. I thought about it before it came. I need to learn. I want to be in an environment that's open for learning. So maybe the question is, well, why do you want to work with our company? Well, I talked to some people in your company. I read your press releases. I've seen interviews from the CEO, and it just seems to me as though you can use my skills and I can really develop abilities with your company. I believe it's a good team to work with. So maybe they'll ask you, well, what are your strengths? And I want you to know that most companies, when they're looking at people to join their team, they're trying to figure out how you're going to fit in, how you'll contribute, how much of a team player you'll be. Will you be positive, or will you be a complainer? It's more the soft skills. If you're in any kind of technical field, you're going to have a technical interview. So that's not what this interview is probably about. So get in there and be honest, be sincere. Have you done your personal inventory? You know what you like. Let them know what you like doing. Let them know where you want to develop in the future. And just like where do you want to be in 5 years? I want to grow. I want to learn my profession. I want to develop. I want to be creative. I want to move into new, bigger projects. Really, I just want full scope of work. I'm very open, and I know my career will develop, and it may develop differently than how I see it at this point. Kind of like Agile development. So what are your weaknesses? Well, I know my weaknesses. I've always been a little challenged in personal organization. So I always made sure I had people around me who were masters of organization, behavior, and that. And I always made sure that I just did what had to be done right now because I didn't want to leave it and procrastinate. So that's how I looked after my weakness. And I appreciate I have some weaknesses. So whatever your weakness is, how have you been adapting? We're humans. None of us are perfect. Get it out there and be sincere, just like your strengths. How do you work with difficult people? Well, I smile. unfriendly to them. I look at the situation, I talk with them, I ask them for help, I try to relate to them, I try to take action, and we generally have a good result. I always try to go to the positive and be kind to them and to be interested in them. And everybody likes somebody who is interested in them. Just let's face it, just the way the world works. So go in there, be yourself, and remember, never in the last 60 years, in my experience, in my 35 years of business experience, and I've been around for more than 60 years, have I seen a time that has the opportunity for so many people in our society, where employers are desperately looking for good talent. This is a time when you can get out there and perfect what you want to perfect. And life's an adventure. It may or may not be this opportunity, this job that you're applying for right now, but you're going to learn a lot and be really interested in these people. Try to figure out what works for them. What's their secret? And hey, you will do well. If you are open, you are interested, you are interested in working smart and hard and just working with people and being that good team member and leader eventually, you will succeed. There's no question. Conscientious, consistent people always do well, and just keep a positive mind. Always go to the positive. Stay away from the negative. Never get into office politics. As our mother said, if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. Anyway, learners, I appreciate you watching my video. I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe to those videos I'm putting out. I'm not a real YouTube pro, but I've been teaching English for over 3 years, over, I guess, 3,000 hours of teaching to business and IT professionals. And I do private lessons, I do group classes, I do just about anything people want me to do to help them perfect their English. It's my passion in life at this point. After 35 years of different adventures in the business world, having owned a number of businesses and being a key player in quite a large public company, I've learned a lot, and I'd like to share it. Anyway, so you can find my website below, my social media accounts, and I hope to see you in the future. Thank you very much.